Hello, my name is Andrew, and I shall be presenting the commodity as spectacle by Guy Debord. For my object, I give you the laptop. During my speech, I shall explain the role of the laptop in the modern life and the context of the reading. But first, I'm going to give you a quick summary of this week's reading. In his work, Debord argues that modern consumerist culture is predicated on the endless pursuit of commodities. Commodities is clearly not being used to mean raw material or primary agricultural product that can be bought or sold, such as copper or coffee. Now, this is its common dictionary definition, but instead he redefines it as the exchange of varied products between independent producers, which is a far closer definition to that of open commerce. He contends that once a culture is only existing to produce such commodities, it becomes a spectacle. Now he goes on to define spectacle as the spectacle is the state at which the commodity has succeeded in totally colonizing life, making spectacle the end result of commodity. So the reading boils down to this. In the mind of Debord, the contemporary world is so consumed by overconsumption to the point where it seeks nothing but methods of consuming, making others consume more, or the fake presentation of products, services, and experiences that the media and advertisements feed us. His conviction goes so far as to state the spectacle is a permanent opium war, implying that the capitalist pursuit of commodity, endlessly consuming and striving, is the same as feudal China gouging itself on opium, as falsified by the British Armada. Before I reinterpret the reading through my chosen object, the laptop, I must first postulate that Debord's views cannot be true. While we do consume a great quantity than we should, and its impact on nature is extreme, the net result of our drive and pursuit is not from an amorphous or invisible force, and we are not so blinded by his so-called commodities that we are unable to reflect on our problems and pursue solutions to them. But fundamentally, I disagree with his belief that the constructs of free and open consumption is a bad thing. The freedom to produce and invent is the only reason we do not still struggle against the forces of nature like our great ancestors did thousands of years ago. We are extraordinarily lucky to exist at this point in time. Even trapped in our homes as we live right now, we have far greater comforts and a wider connectivity than our parents did when they were our age. Now onto the laptop. Debord argues that commodities are in fact without value. I intend to prove, with the aid of the laptop, that this is not the case. The laptop represents our current stage in social and technological advancements, along with the additions and perspectives of the consumer market today. It is what allows the world to function, while such a terrible and horrific plague spreads its claws of death around our wonderful blue earth. It is what facilitates this very means of learning that Monash is using at the moment. The laptop, as representative of all computers, is what binds the world like never before. It gives every single person the opportunities to improve themselves and access to the infinite quantity of knowledge that the internet will and can hold. All you must do to access this is decide you want to. But because of the nature of this assessment, I must reinterpret the laptop through the eyes of Debord. and I would say it represents the greatest invention by the spectacle economy. It is a window through which the commodity can shout themselves at us, enticing and tempting. He would say it is fake, that it gives only pseudo-pleasure and pseudo-experience. But mainly, I would say something like this. The spectacle's main role in existence is to incorporate and expand. The laptop is the greatest representation of this descent into oneness. It is all in one device for existing in the modern world. It is work, but by means of writing greater speeds than ever was and is otherwise possible. It is by communication, allowing the commodity to meet face to face across any distance. It is leisure, allowing all consumers to watch anything they desire, from the wide array of Netflix shows to the endless streams of YouTube and the cat videos and the live feed from the zoo. It allows you to pick where you shall travel, pay for your travel, record your travel, and share your travel, just to prove that you went. It's the greatest gift to the commodity was online shopping. That was its greatest gift. The rapid, seemingly exponential growth of commodities over the internet, people buying fake products that will never come to exist, like apps and websites and software, things that don't need to be made. The microtransactions to fuel the opium addiction we have, feeding it until there's no room left for anything but it. Until it is so all-encompassing that to do anything but consume would be to die. But I must remind you, I don't agree with this. They were me interpreting the laptop through his words. The laptop, in my view, is our window into the world, filtered and filled with ads and deceptions. I grant him that. But it is connection. It allows people to maintain friendships across the entire world. I, for instance, have a friend in England at the moment. We went to high school together and became great friends because I have mutual love for reading, art, and many shared TV shows. Now, when we have time, we meet up over Discord, watch TV shows together, chat, discuss books we've read recently. Without laptops, this would not be possible. And these same tools is why the world economy exists at all. The ability to reach across any distance, to sell, to buy, to trade. It allows us to reap the benefits of all humanity's great minds. And now it all travels instantly. In the future, doctors will be able to perform surgery from across the globe through high-speed video calls and machinery that allows them to manipulate it from anywhere. But it is my belief that the best proof that can be given is the current situation. Everyone is here watching this over the internet. This Monash class can exist because of the internet. Your friends and family that you cannot currently meet, you can meet with the internet, meeting up as you normally would, face to face, despite the fact you are not in the same place. To call that fake would be to call human connection fake. Despite this, though, there are a few small aspects of Debord's philosophy that I cannot help but agree with. For instance, mobile games. They're a large part are created with the sole purpose of addicting its users, slowly leeching small amounts of their money through microtransactions, bit by bit taking up their time with bright colors and affirming visuals. Following on from that, we have the endless stream of social media, challenging everyone to show their whole lives to the world. And then rate your life, upvote or downvote, like or no like, share or no share, filling some with such an inflated view of themselves that if they ever have a downturn in their online popularity, they question what they've done wrong, why the world is punishing them, and it is unhealthy. Missing the fact that in respect it is fake. People's mindless scrolling, either scrolling past you or giving you half a second to like or share your image, message, or video. But while the computer facilitates this, the main culprit is the phone. But these days, they are in essence the same thing. Computer, phone, laptop, desktop, tablet, iPad, they are the same. They are all computers. So yes, I concede that the internet has its trapping with the aforementioned microtransactions and addictive mobile games and fake reality of social media. I cannot concede, though, that the intrinsic nature of the internet and computers is central to modern life. And if we want to build the best tomorrow, it will not be by blindly shunning the technologies of the past, as it appears Debord does, but by grasping those of tomorrow with the wisdom and temperance we learn today, allowing us to use and benefit from these technologies and not let them become, as Debord fears, an ever-expanding tool of commodity. Thank you very much.